I reported my car stolen when my sister took it after I told her not to. My sister Kayla has always been that person who thinks rules don't apply to her. Growing up, she'd borrow my clothes without asking, eat my leftover pizza from the fridge, and somehow always convince our parents that I was being unreasonable when I got mad about it. But this time she went way too far. I'd been saving up for 3 years to buy my car, a used Honda Civic that wasn't fancy but was mine. I worked weekends at Target, did odd jobs for neighbors, and basically lived off ramen noodles to make it happen. When I finally bought it last month, I was so proud. It represented freedom, independence, all that good stuff. Kayla has her own car, by the way. A newer Nissan that our parents helped her buy because she's always been the favorite. But apparently that wasn't good enough for her Friday night plans. I was getting ready for work that morning when she knocked on my bedroom door. Hey, can I borrow your car tonight? Mine's making this weird noise and I don't want to risk breaking down on my date with Trevor. I looked at her like she was insane. No, Kayla. You have your own car. Take it to a mechanic if you're worried. Come on, don't be such a control freak. It's just for one night. I said no. I need my car this weekend. And honestly, you've never asked to borrow anything before. You just take it. So no. She rolled her eyes and stormed out, slamming my door hard enough to rattle the picture frames on my wall. I thought that was the end of it. I went to work, came home around 6, and didn't think about it again until I woke up Saturday morning and looked out my window. My parking spot was empty. At first, I thought maybe I was still half asleep and forgot where I parked. But no, my car was definitely gone. I checked the street, walked around the block, nothing. That's when I noticed Kayla's Nissan was still in the driveway, looking perfectly fine. I called her phone about 15 times, straight to voicemail every time. I texted her demanding to know where my car was. No response. I even went to her room and pounded on the door, but she wasn't there. My mom found me in the kitchen, stress-eating cereal at noon. What's wrong with you today? Kayla took my car without permission after I specifically told her no. Do you know where she is? Mom just shrugged. She mentioned something about spending the weekend at Trevor's place. I'm sure she'll bring it back. That's not the point. She stole my car. Don't be so dramatic. She's your sister. She probably just needed it for something important. This is exactly the kind of response I expected from my mom. Kayla could probably burn the house down and mom would find a way to excuse it. By Sunday afternoon, I was done playing games. Still no word from Kayla, still no car. I had to work Monday morning and I wasn't about to beg my parents for a ride like some middle schooler, so I called the police. I need to report a stolen vehicle, I told the dispatcher. The officer who came to take the report was this older guy named Officer Martinez, who seemed genuinely concerned. I explained the whole situation, how I'd explicitly refused to let my sister borrow the car, how she'd taken it anyway, how she'd been ignoring my calls for 2 days. Do you want to press charges? He asked. I hesitated for maybe half a second. Yes. About an hour later, my phone exploded with texts. First from Kayla. Are you insane? The cops just pulled me over and arrested me. Then from my mom. How could you call the police on your own sister? Then my dad. This is ridiculous. Family doesn't do this to family. I ignored all of them and went to pick up my car from the impound lot where they'd towed it after Kayla's arrest. It cost me $60, but it was worth every penny to see her face when she got home that night. She came storming into the house around 10 p.m., her mascara smudged and her hair a mess. You got me arrested. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that was? Trevor thinks I'm some kind of criminal now. Maybe don't steal cars next time, I said without looking up from my laptop. It's not stealing when it's family. Actually, it literally is stealing. The police officer explained that to me very clearly. My parents spent the next hour lecturing me about family loyalty and forgiveness and how I'd taken things too far. But you know what? I didn't care. For the first time in my life, Kayla actually faced consequences for her actions instead of getting away with it because she's the golden child. She had to spend 6 hours in jail, pay a fine, and now has this whole legal mess to deal with. Meanwhile, I learned that my car insurance covers theft, even when it's family members doing the stealing. The best part? She hasn't asked to borrow anything of mine since.